Yes, and Margot, I'm here. I am here. Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Yep, you can see a little bit of a messy thing behind me, but that's okay. It's a shop. It's got all the kits and everything and where I work. So, who's on there? It's Dizzy, Margot, Wendy, Joanne, Julie, Zena, Gail, Margot, oh, you again, and we've got Ruth, Gail, and Sandra. Hi, everyone. Hope you're staying. It was a little bit warmer today, but it has chillied up tonight. And no, didn't get a heater yet. I did go shopping, but didn't quite find a heater that I wanted. So it's back to the warm clothes and get under a quilt as we do. So how are we all? Hope we're good. Don't forget to subscribe, the 3 S's, subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on. Hi Marg, and hi Sue, and don't forget to stalk me on Facebook and Instagram, and also share the posts. Let's get lots of people in here. If anyone's new, don't know if there's any new ones in there, type in and say hi. Just hit that little comment one next to the thumbs up, and you'll be able to say hi. If you say hi and let me know that you're new, I will send you a $10 voucher when you sign up onto the website. So if you have been invited by someone, the person who has invited you also gets a voucher off the website. So what have I been doing? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Not much. Went grocery shopping. That's about it. My local store is either 30 minutes Lismore or 30 minutes Ballina, so I went to Lismore this time. And I've been doing lots of other things behind the scenes with eCraft. So eCraft is one of our, Jake and I, Jake from Provence and myself have got together and we've done eCraft. Now eCraft is there for everyone. I know a lot of you guys have gone on there. There is a competition running at the moment. It will finish the day before our first event. But with the competition, all you have to do is like things, and our marketing guys set it all up. Hi Jane, how are you? He set it all up and it's all there for you to win. And one of the prizes is one of my quilts. There's also some really good vouchers that you could win. So go on there, on the eCraft, there's a little post about it. Hi Di, hi Britt, the birthday girl, Britt's birthday. Will everyone say hello to, happy birthday to Britt, that's Di's daughter. Di, is that your daughter that lives with you or the one in Melbourne? Let me know, and I hope she's safe if she is in Melbourne, and your daughter in Melbourne, if it's not, is safe. So yeah, it's just been a big week of just, I've had the shop open for a few hours of a morning. I'm starting to open it a little bit, but I'm also working a lot with eCraft, so don't forget about that. Yeah, everyone, there you go, Britt. We're all a lovely little family in here. We all love being in here, and I am enjoying bringing all these to you. Right, quiz time. I know it's Treasure Hunt Wednesday. I will tell you those soon, but let's get into the quizzes because I am going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to not just fire off questions. You're going to name that block. Now, what you'll do is, oh, she's moved to Sydney. Oh, that's good, Di. I'm glad she's out of Melbourne and into Sydney. There you go. Not much warmer, but I don't think. So what are we going to do with the quiz? I'm going to show you a block. Now, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to show you a few things and just show you a few different ways of deciphering a quilt and knowing how to make them, that sort of stuff. But once I finish talking about that block, while I'm talking about it, everyone can put their answers in, and that way, if there is a lag, at least it gives you a little bit of time between the YouTube and the Facebook. But once I finish that block and move on to the next one, there's no more answers for that block. Okay, and what I'll do is everyone gets a voucher. You should know that by now, but I'll go back through it and I'll check and see who's given all the answers, and there'll be a different amount on your voucher that you will get. All right, so here we go. First one. Oh, I printed these out. Oh, David. Oh, okay, so you're coming under as Karen. All right, Karen, and you were introduced by Wendy. All right, Karen, what you need to do is go onto my website, bindieshq.com, and just register with your email, so that with your email, I'll be able to send you off a voucher. And Wendy, you watch in your email because I'll send you one as well. And they're a $10 voucher. Here we go. First block. What block is this one? Can you tell me what block that is? Some blocks have a couple of names, and I do get that, so I'll take a couple. Hi, Jackie, how are you? Yes, Julie's got it. Dizzy's got it. Zena's got it. Okay, so you're all coming through. So while I'm talking about it, I will actually keep those answers coming, and everyone will get there. Right, so with that, that looks like my directions quilt. Okay, so you know the directions one where we do it the 5-inch ones and just one seam. This is a quilt that's done out, and I've just printed these because no time to sew it. These one, that's a flying geese quilt there with some different colours. Directions, love your work, Di. Yeah, it's the flying geese and directions. Gail, that's fine. I'll take both answers because I love it when you know my ones. All right, so that's just a different pattern just with the flying geese. All right, many different ways to do it as you've seen with my directions one. That was a little bit easy. Here's the next one. All right, now I've got to cover up the name. I actually put it up the top when I printed it out. What's this one called? This could be a little bit tricky. Upside down pretty. No, this one actually can go anyway. Or upside down with that one, with the flying geese probably. What do you call that one? Any ideas, ladies? Upside down pretty. What were you wrong? A square, yeah, it is a square, but there is a name to the actual block. Don't know. Got you on the second one. Okay. Hi, Katrina. How are you? All right, this one. Okay, so this one can be done. There's a different colorway. All right, as well. Pink and blue. Yeah, good on you, Doreen. Love your work. Okay, here's a quilt that is done with it. How stunning does that look? All right. It is a churn dash block. Okay, so one they call churn dash. Now, these ones, you can do them, but you do them with the half square triangle. So when you, hi April, windmill, no, not quite a windmill. Yeah, so you can actually do them with a half square triangle. So when you're looking at it, if you see a quilt that's like this, okay, you need to sort of break it down into whether you can do, yeah, there's lots of different ones probably, Julie. There's lots of blocks called different things. So that's what I said, if anyone throws a name that I don't know it as, I'll look it up and make sure it's okay. All right, so when you got to decipher it as to where seams will go, okay? Not pinwheels, churn dash, similar. All right, so when you're looking at this one, this one's easier to look at, all right? This one's got a half square triangle in the corner. Then you've got a half square triangle here, or a flying geese, if you want to look at it that way. And then just a plain square, because you can have a seam here in the same colour, it wouldn't matter. And then it's just got a solid block in the middle. All right, so that's how you can break down that one. All right, next one. This one might be a little bit trickier. It is nice, Joanne, isn't it? All right, what do you call this one? Now this one can have that whole piece in the middle as a plain colour, and then you've got the corners. Yeah, you got it, Dizzy. Yeah, Sandra's got it. See, I did throw some easy ones in. All right, yeah, snowball. Okay, so basically when you make this one, you actually just have your square. Sue, I love it, a block. No, not pinwheel, square and a square, no. Snowball's coming through from the, yes, snowball. So when you make this one, you actually can use it as a whole piece, and then you'll just get a little square, and when you put it down on it, and you all didn't have fabric ready, that's okay, let's use this. Okay, so what you'll do is done it with the border fabric in the middle. Yes, I've actually got one printed here like that. So pretend this is the block, and what you do is you put a square on there, all right, and you'll sew down, make it square now, sew down, and then when you turn it up, you'll get that corner, and that's what you call snowball. I'll do a separate video on how to do some of these, but this is just a quick rundown. So what you just said then to Dizzy with the border in the fabric in the middle, there's the same block with the fabric in the middle that matches the snowball on the corner. All right, so when you put them together, that can be a quilt that's made with them. Is that one? Oh. Yep, so that one's got a, that one I've done, when I've done this one, is it's actually, so we look at the block in the, down the bottom, down here. All right, so we've still snowballed the corners, but then I've checkerboarded the middle. Oh, is Lizzie on there? Oh, Lizzie, hi, darling. I missed you. Thanks, Joanne. How's it going? A bit chilly where you are? All right, so that's the snowball one. When you change it, here's the other one, just normal. All right, it just makes it different when you put them. When you're actually putting blocks together, you actually get a secondary block in the middle. Very nice and very cold, yes. It's a bit chilly here in Woodburn tonight. All right, everyone's going to know this one. Are you ready for this one? here we go. Name that block. So trivia. Name that block. You've got to all know this block. This one's actually done with half square triangles as well. Yep, here they come. All right, so this is done with half square triangles. You can do here with your quarter square triangles, that sort of thing. Yep, puzzle something, Shanna. Good on you. Hey, Shanna, how are you? Yep, it's card trick. All right, so that one's one of my old favourite ones. That I'm trying to work it out where we can do it with pre-cuts, and it'll happen. Yeah, it's good, isn't it, Katrina? It's a fun one to make because you've actually got to keep your brain about you when you're laying it out, because you have to make sure all the colours are in the right spot. You can't turn that one in the middle and it'll be all oopy. All right, so here's a quilt that's printed out that's done with the card trick with the white one. That's all right, Sue. No, I love it. And I hope you're learning from this. Like, this is where we all learn and share. And this is how I started out, just learning in different groups and everything. So that's a card trick one done. That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, now, next one I'm going to show you is Norse. It look like a flying geese, but it actually has its own separate name when they're put together like this. Name that block. So it is a flying geese there, but when they're put together like this, they've actually named the block something. Very traditional. Okay, so I am going old school on some of these. If you know what that one is. No, not wind. No, pinwheel directions. No. I'll show. No, not windmill. No, Lizzie. No. Oh, Karen's got it. It's the Dutchman's puzzle. Okay, migrating geese. I love that, Jane. Yeah, there is one that's called migrating geese too. Dutchman's puzzle. So that one's actually named from that one. I've got you on some of these, Katrina. I thought I'd make it a little bit tricky, and something not only tricky, but I thought this is something that you'll learn from. You know, like, it's just different ways of putting. When you make a directions, one of your flying geese, look what you can do with it. All right, and it comes up. Good on you, April. You got it. The Dutchman's puzzle. All right. So when you put them all together, this is what it can look like. Pretty cool, eh? And again, can you see that secondary sort of looking star in the middle here? All right, and then you've got a pinwheel looking one in here with the darker ones. It is very similar, Katrina, to my directions one. Yes. Yep, Jackie, you got it. Don't forget, I go back through all these comments, ladies. You'll all get one. Karen Young, I'm already learning heaps. It's all right. Nodding. Good on you, Sue. Yep. So yeah, so that's how you know, when you put a different block together, we'll put the block together, you can get a secondary one out of it. And sometimes it's just the placement of the fabric. So a lighter fabric has made something in here, but the darker fabric is here. Yet on the block, you've got the darker fabric in the middle. All right, so you can do that one. Are we ready? Here comes an easy one. All right, name that block. You got to all know this one. All right, so this one only has 3 pieces with it. Not one of my favorite ones, because when it was done in old school style, it was done with a Y seam, and I'll explain a Y seam in a minute. All right, do we know what this block is? Ooh, oh, I've got your trick. No, come on. No, yep, okay. Yep, they're coming through with the right answers. Here we go. Learner plate. love your work, Sue. So you and I are going to get on really well, because I'm a word association person too, and I sort of say what I see. It's like that word, you know, the camembert cheese? I call it camembert. It's got a T on the end. It's camembert. All right. It is attic window. Yep. So what you can do, attic window is a really good one if you want to highlight a certain fussy cut some fabric. Okay, so you can have your fussy cut fabric in here, or a panel. Cut a panel up, and the panel, you can actually then put the attic window through the panel, and then it looks like that panel's coming through. When I explained a Y seam, okay, so how I would do this is I would make this little corner a half square triangle, okay, in the same color as that one, because otherwise, if you've got this piece and this piece, you have to do it like the mitered corners on the borders that I explained in an older YouTube, how to miter them. You'd have to do that, or what they call a Y seam. I have a panel to do this one. Oh, good. Yeah, you could do that. Definitely, Katrina. So that's how a lot of the panels come out. Just cut your panel up, slice it, and then cut it into squares, and then you just put the little attic window through it. Attic, that's right. I've seen some really beautiful ones. Yeah, they are, Gail. There's some really pretty attic windows around. All right. I don't know whether I'm getting easier or harder. Here we go. Easy peasy. I talk this one all the time. Name that block. We need thinking music. Okay, so that one, yeah, I won't sing. Yep, you've got it, Katrina. All right, it is an easy one, but it is one of my favourites. As you know, I did that little miniature log cabin. Yep, Lizzie. Oh, God, good on you, Lizzie. Where is my... I did have... No, moved them. I thought I might have still had my key ring close, but I don't. Okay, so, yeah, with a log cabin. So log cabin comes from the name where this is normally a red in the middle, and the little pieces around it are representing the logs that they built the cabins with in earlier times around a fire. So that's normally a red in the middle or a deeper colour. But these days with our modern quilting and different over the time with fabrics, it has. Does it always have to be red in the middle? No, Julie. No, definitely not. But that's just the history of it. Okay, so the history of it and how it got its name. Heart of the home, another one, Doreen, yes. So, but log cabin is the most common name for it. Usually it is darker on one side, lighter on the other. I've done them with scraps and made them all over. Another one I've done with a log cabin is made, these strips are 2.5 inch. Oh, and this one is a 1.5 inch, so you get that a different effect again when you put them together. All right, when you're doing log cabins, there's lots of ways of doing them, and I am going to do a video on them. But with a log cabin, I am a person that will cut the exact pieces to size that fit. Some people will put them on a length of fabric, sew that square on, cut it, sew the next one on, cut it. I find that distorts it a little bit more. Yeah, the variation, yep. So it sort of distorts the block. So when you put all the log cabins together, ta-da! Doesn't it look pretty? And you know, you can turn these so that you've got darker ones in them and that sort of thing. I've just printed them out so you can actually play with them and have a look at them here. I was going to make all these as samples. Sorry, ladies. I do have enough fabric, but yeah, I need you to do it your way. Yeah, Dizzy, sometimes with a log cabin, if you have done it where you're just joining it onto a strip and chopping it off, that's where it can get a little bit wonky or distorted, or you get little waves in it because it's not the exact size of the piece that you're attaching it to. So I always work it out from there. So that's how I do log cabins. Bit of a longer way, but they come out really perfect. This is a variation. Name this block. It's so trivia. What do you call that one? Now, it looks like a log cabin, but it has its very own unique name. All right. So what do we call that one? I've got a log cabin ruler. Good on you, Doreen. Yep. And here they come. Yes. All right, you're all getting it. All right, so it is courthouse steps. And the reason being, with a log cabin, let me grab this one. Oh, you're all coming in good. So with a log cabin, you work your way around, okay, with it. With this one, you're actually putting 2 pieces on each side, opposite sides, and then 2 pieces this way, 2 pieces that way, 2 pieces that way. So you're actually working it out, and it looks like steps. All right. Now, when you put this together, and I put this one together purposely to show you, have a look at that with the courthouse steps. Looks like lanterns. All right. So you can make it look so different with just turning blocks and having that secondary pattern in there when you put it together. No, that's all right, Katrina. Oh, there's so many different blocks with so many, you know, as I said, same blocks, different names, but these are sort of the most traditional sort of names that go with them that I'm sort of telling you. Or not telling, I don't tell people things. All right, this one, I didn't do a big block on it, but a big quilt to show you. But I want to just throw this one in and see if anyone can name this one. Lizzie probably can, and Shanna probably can. Here we go. What do you call that one? It has its own very name. All right. Think of ice cream cones. I always do when I have this one. All right. So it's normally traditionally will be paper piece. No, not Mariner's Star. No. Brain freeze. Good on you, Shanna. No. Yeah, that's why I did it, Di. I sort of went through and I have EQ8, so I just sat through and did a few blocks from here. Difficult. This one's a difficult one. Okay, so ice cream cone, not quite colour. It starts with the 3. Something star, no, not star. Kind of looks like carpenter's star, no. Could be, I'll check that one. The bottom's wrong. Yes, no, it's not a star. This is your cornupia. Okay, so your cornupia. So like a, the reason I popped this one in is because it's one of the very first kits I bought many years ago when I was 30 odd years ago. And I didn't read to the bottom where it says you need to add the 1/4 inch seam, so I didn't. I cut it out, and the actual pattern had right at the bottom with the little asterisk right to the bottom. Make sure you add the 1/4 inch seam when cutting out. Yeah, too late. Been there, done that. When I went to put it together, it just didn't work. No, that's all right, Dizzy. That's called cornupia. But I just thought I'd throw in some tricky ones, but that is a very traditional sort of one too. Lizzie, back me up on that one. All right. Okay, here's one. Now this one is another variation of log cabins, because I love log cabins, but it's not called that. Name that block. What do we call this one? I'm right. Thanks, Lizzie. All right. What do we call this one? All right. So this one is a variation of log cabin, but it's not. Busy. Yes, Ruth. Yep. Here they come. Oh, you guys know this one. Thought I might have tricked you on it. Yep. It is the pineapple one. All right, the reason they call it the pineapple one, so literally you're doing a log cabin, okay, when you make one of these, but what you're doing is you're snowballing the corner, all right, so you'll have a square. Looks like it's a photo frame. Would be nice with a little fussy cutter or an applique or something in there in the middle. So as you're doing it, so if you, let's just say we've just put this piece on, all right, you put the whole 4 corners, the 4 pieces on, so you'll do the whole 4 round, and then you'll go and you'll snowball each corner. All right, and snowball was a block we had before, and you'll just snowball it and then trim it back, and then you'll put the next one on, and that's how you do a pineapple quilt. And how good does this look? This is amazing. Look at that. All right, so again, you're getting that secondary sort of a look in here, all right, but this is the actual block in here. It's pretty cool, that one, isn't it? Don't mind that colour choice that I did get on that one. All right, so that's called pineapple. All right, you're going to all know this one, I'm sure. This is another one. Are you ready? Name that block. What do we call that one? Yes. Never made one, by the way, people. Yes, it is. Right, never made one. Yep. Lizzie's made a few. I know she has. I've never made one. Not my thing. But I've never made it. It is the wedding ring or a double wedding ring. Okay. I think the double just means it's got 4. I've got no idea. But yeah, it's a wedding ring one. Not my thing. Lizzie, help me here. Is the wedding ring usually done with like an applique, or is it done pieced? I'm pretty sure it's like an applique one. But yeah, I've never. It's just not my forte. One of those things maybe I should move into at one stage, but not quite. I don't see the reason for it. Not my thing. All right, so here's a quilt made with the double wedding ring. Pieced or foundation paper. Yeah, so they are, oh, you can do both ways, okay? So when you find a pattern for them, they'll let you know how to do it. And look at that, how cute, with the double wedding ring, you get another secondary block pattern in the middle. All right, that's pretty cool. I like the secondary block. Little pinwheel. Okay, here's another one. See, oh, this one doesn't have the name on it anyway. What do you call this block? Name the block. All right, so this one's pretty cool. What do you call this one? This was one of my favorites many years ago. A lot of half square triangles in this one with just a plain one. Yep, here they come. You all guys know it. All right, the bear claw. So you've got just a piece in here. This little block is its block, like you'll have this. This is a block on its own. You put some half square triangles on it and a block, and look at the effect you get. All right, sometimes when you look at a quilt and you think, oh, look at all those tiny pieces. Oh my gosh. They're not necessarily all little triangles or anything. You're all coming through with the right answer. So yeah, bear's paw. And when you put this together, how cool does this look? This is the best fun quiz in COVID-19. Thanks, Lizzie. Yeah, so there you go. So there's a bear's claw together. Look at this little one in the middle. I love, like it's got the 4 going in with the square. I don't even, if you look, concentrate on that bit in there, you don't even see the bear's claw as such. All right. So that's pretty cool. This is actually inspiring me to make some patterns with the, thanks Di, to make some patterns with my pre-cuts. All right, so let's see how we go when I fit in all my e-craft stuff and everything. Just let me know, I might be hitting the road on Sunday, but yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. Are you ready? It's so trivia. Name that block. Let's see what you get with this one. How many of you are Googling while I'm doing this? This will be interesting. Name the block. Ooh, stumped yous again. Well, no, here you come. Yep. All right, here you all come. It is the snail trail. Now, looking at it, when you look at it back here, you can't, you know, like you're saying, how am I going to get this colour to go here? And when you look at it close, look at this. It's a 4-block 4-patch, right? When you look here, you've just put corner edges on it, and you just keep putting a corner edge on it as you go out. All right, so you start with a 4-patch, and then you'll just start like you're snowballing it. You know, you're just putting it straight across, not snowballing it. You're adding a triangle, but it can be a square. All right, I'll show you that one. It's quite an interesting one to make. So that's the snail's trail, and look at the quilt. Oh, we got one more after this. How cool! There we go. I don't know names of the blocks, but I like it if that's all that matters. Yeah, definitely, Mark. Definitely. This is just something, just a little bit of fun for tonight as well. But yeah, there's a snail's trail. Isn't that fantastic? You've got your little pinwheel, little 4-block in here, all right? But it's actually the block up here. So again, you get secondary sort of patterns, and it depends on the fabric you have with the placement of the fabric that you can actually, this might be more distinctive than, distinctive? That's a big word. Instead of the actual snail trail. Looks like waves to me. I'd call it beach waves or something like that in those colours. All right, last one. And I know you've already said it. Might have to do that one. Yeah, it is interesting, Joanne. I'll see what I can do with pre-cuts. Ready? I'm not one for half square triangles, but this is very informative. Di, there is one I did on half square triangles that are really easy to make. All good, have learnt lots and more ideas. Yes, Mark. Here we go, last one. Then we'll do treasure hunt. All right, name that block. You're going to get it because you said it before. We all know what this block is. Just go on purple and black because somebody mentioned purple and black in a mind bend. Yep, pinwheel, it sure is. Windmill, pinwheel, windmill, pinwheel, pinwheel. Yep. All right, and then again, when you put them all into a block, and they're half square triangles. Look at that. Amazing. You don't know, it looks like another mind bendy sort of one, doesn't it? Me, yeah, I thought it was you, Joanne. I couldn't remember if it was you or Margot, or Marg. One of you was talking about purple and black. But yeah, I thought I'd do that one. So, did you enjoy that So Trivia? Did you learn something? That's what we're all about, just sharing and everything on here. That has given me some inspiration, hopefully given you guys some. When you look at a quilt, decipher it into where the seams are. I will go back on all your comments. I will get your vouchers to you at least by tomorrow. All right, they may not be there for tonight because the treasure hunt goes live very shortly. So yeah, so I hope you've learned a bit on that, and it's always fun. Brain is buzzing with possibilities. Yes, and it depends. Then it's the fabric. What fabric do I put with it? Do I have fabric that I can put with it? It's amazing how you will, with myself, how I design a quilt. Whether it's fabric I've seen and I know what I'm going to make, or I've seen a pattern and I need to find the fabric. You go in different ways. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. You ready for what's on Treasure Hunt? Because there is no descriptions, ladies. You know I'm getting tricky with this. Let me check because I've got them all behind here. All right, here we go. We have got a high five kit with the Bali Batiks in white. We have got a 5-inch strips in cats and dogs. We have got 2.5-inch strips in elephants. We have got a 2.5-inch strip with fun flowers. I have put in a 10-inch square pack of cats and dogs. Again, you're going to be getting about $10 off these. So instead of $45, you're paying $35, and kits have got them off as well. Escalator quilt, which happens to be that one up here. All right, escalator, black and white with black. We've got a bullseye 2x2 with teal. We love the 2x2s with teal. They look lovely. I've put in a rectangle 4-patch with the country checks with the olive. All right, and because you guys loved them last time, I've thrown in some more 1 meter fabrics. All right, I do know when you get to checkout that It will charge you postage if you check out before you get over $80. So what I've done also is I have hidden 5 $10 voucher codes in descriptions on some of my items. All right, so you have to go find them, but in a description down the bottom, it'll have $10 voucher and a code, and that will give you the code to put in to get $10 off your order. All right, so I thought that's something that can a little bit harder to find, but if you miss out on one of those, there is nothing I can do with it with the website, hence why I did the 20% off last week just to say thank you. All right, but that's all I can do. That all websites are working the same way. Once it's in your cart, it's not necessarily yours until you pay for it. But what I'll do is, if that happens, I will give you a voucher back. Hi, Carol. Yeah, you can watch it tomorrow, sweetie, but you've got time to go on and Treasure Hunt's on. What I'll do is you do that, I will give you a voucher for the difference of the postage. Okay, so whatever the postage is, I will give you the difference back in a voucher that you can use later on, so you're not actually losing it at all. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed tonight. I know you're all heading off for that treasure hunt because they do go live at 8:30. And what are we on? 8:31. There you go. We're just about. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've given you all some inspiration with all these different blocks. A little bit of insight into how to decipher a quilt if you want to make one. And if you've got any questions, definitely send me messages. I'm on the phone now for another hour or so answering you guys or helping you out if you want it. So yeah, definitely. And go and find some fun things on the website, on the treasure hunt. And by the way, they're not called anything. You'll find out when you get there. All right, guys, all stay warm, stay safe. I will see you again on Saturday night for weekend workshop. Not sure what I'm doing, but we will workshop something and I'll show you how to make it. Might be one of these blocks. All right, I say thank you so much to everybody. We've got, I know you're all saying goodbye to me. We got Shanna, Lizzie, Sandra, Jane, Di, Sue, Marg, Ruth, Dizzy, Julie, Zena, Wendy. I hope you've all enjoyed the night. Thank you so much. Stay warm. Happy sewing, everybody. And message me anytime or ring me if you need anything. Night, Julie. And if you want to swap any colours over, that's what I do. Happy to swap them for you. Thanks, Katrina. Night, Doreen. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Happy sewing. Good night. Stay warm. See you, Shanna. See you, Lizzie. Bye.